Yo, an update. Before I finish posting the video, I'm gonna add this at the end there. I had a question coming up to me about what I think of the previous presidents. Who's my favorite president of the United States of America? I just want y'all to know George Washington was one of the first presidents, I believe, of the United States of America. You look it up on Google. He had 300 slaves. He would make those slaves pick his cotton, and he would whip those peoples. Okay? Thomas Jefferson had 150 slaves, and he would whip those slaves. And Thomas Jefferson and George Washington would go around and be buying and trading slaves. You all know, people, what slavery was like. I'm sorry for all those people that were put into slavery for hundreds of years. But George Washington, a former president, Thomas Jefferson, a former president, were part of that group that enslaved people. My favorite president today is Donald Trump. But don't quote me on this. He could have slaves in Afghan. He could have slaves in Iran. He could have slaves in Mexico for all I know. But from what I see, he pays his slaves very, very well. So, Donald Trump, you the man. George Washington should get his teeth knocked out, should have his statue taken down. Thomas Jefferson, his statue should be taken down. They were slave drivers, and any slave driver history should be erased, like Nero from Rome. They were not Nero, so they should be broken down. You understand? Look up Nero. Yo, peace, everybody. Sorry I haven't been making no posts for the last couple of days. I've been moving back and forth. You know, the spring, lots of stuff to do. As everybody else knows, well, first, before I even get started, I want to apologize to everybody for me swearing. Sometimes I say the F word quite a lot. I know there's a lot of young audience viewers out there. I apologize. I'll try to keep my swears to a minimum, okay? I have no promises, but I'll try to cut them short. Anyways, this week's been going real good. Couple complaints from here and there. Nothing big, too much serious. But now the big problem is us Rodasians we're having now. It's trying to come up with the right floor plan for the pool table, for the pool hall that we're going to be opening up in Ethelbert, Manitoba. This beautiful, beautiful country of Ethelbert, Manitoba. I'm sorry, peoples. I got some requests. I got to make some videos. But for today, there's not going to be too much going on. Fucking people driving around in their trucks and their fucking motorcycles. See that? I go swearing again. But today, I'm having a problem with the wife. We're trying to come up. Yeah, crank it up there. Make it loud. You hear that diesel? They've been pumping diesel through this town all day, revving their motors. This is a wonderful town, Ethelbert, Manitoba. I don't want to be bothering nobody, but I'm working on a floor plan, and it's kind of difficult to do a floor plan, especially with your ex and your wife and your girlfriend, and you both have to agree. So that's what I'm doing today, peeps. Peace out. Subscribe to our channel, man. I'll have some more shits and giggles later. Yeah, everybody, man, and that's before I pass out. You know, people speak about children and grandchildren. You know, there's a bunch of parents up in Ethelbert saying they're not allowed to talk to the Rodasian kids and they're not allowed to be friends with them. These are children. My children are innocent. My children never done nothing to you. My children are beautiful. They've done nothing wrong. They don't steal. They don't corrupt the town. They don't bother anybody. But they want to make friends. So I'm appealing to the parents. If you don't like me, if you don't like my wife, or you don't like my oldest son or my oldest daughter, don't take your anger out on my little children, because that is totally wrong, because my little babies are innocent. Are you innocent? Subscribe to my channel, peeps.